Hi there, my darling Aquarians. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of September the 22nd. So, my darling Aquarians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the wisdom of the oracle. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finishing off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Aquarians, what messages does Aquarius need to know? Boy, there's been some funky energy around with all those eclipses. How did you go with those eclipses, my darling Aquarians? I mean, they last for a good 6 months, so we will still be reeling from those eclipses for more time yet. But I do feel that next month in October will be a lot nicer. You have the message of why. Now, this may be a question that you're asking, my darling Aquarius. Are you asking why something is happening, why something may have happened? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Are you asking this question of why? And I think, to ask why is to maybe drive yourself a little bit insane, because I don't think any of us can know why things happen. Why did that person have to leave me? Why did that job have to end? Why did I have to lose my job? Why did why did this situation happen? I think if we ask the question of why too many times, it can really A, stop us from moving forward, but B, cause anxiety and mental anguish. I think if we are resigned to the fact that everything happens for a reason, then and there is a purpose to everything, then I think we can all sort of feel a lot better about things that happen. So, but anyway, let us consult the tarot here and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Aquarians. Death card. There's your change and transformation right there. Ooh, and the Empress. Love it. And the Six of Swords, yeah. Love this. There's your why. Moving on, my darling. You don't need to ask why, you just move on, my darling Aquarians. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you've got Scorpio showing up here as well. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, make sure you go and watch the Scorpio reading. All right, so you start here with the Death card. So the Death card is all about, it's the Death card, I'm just going to get that out, the elephant in the room out the way. The Death card does not mean literal death, my darling Aquarians. The Death card means change and transformation. It means the death of an old way of doing something, not literal death. So, don't ever think that the Death card means, death. When we see tarot cards in movies and things like that, the Death card comes out and it's supposed to be, oh my God, that means someone's going to die, but never does that what it means. And anybody that tells you that doesn't know how to read tarot at all. So just wanted to get that out the way. But the Death card is also, like I said, Scorpio energy. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Scorpio reading, because there's been a lot of crossover energies in these readings with this eclipse, this second eclipse in Virgo coming out the day before this reading is sort of meant for. But look, there is no timing really in the tarot. It is divine psychic timing. Everything will happen when it's meant to happen, my darling Aquarians. So what I feel for you of this is that there has been some kind of change and transformation. It is, I feel that this is what you're going through. I don't feel you have gone through it yet, but this is what you're going through. And it may be causing you to ask the question, why? Why did this other situation happen? But I feel that it's part of your journey, my darling Aquarians, if that makes sense. So, I just feel that you're going through some change and transformation at this time. And I would be encouraging you to go with it rather than bump up against it, if that makes sense, my darling Aquarians. Because then you've got the beautiful Empress card. So the Empress card is all about abundance and, the birth of something new, my darling Aquarians. You can see here this symbol of Venus here. This is a symbol of fertility, my darling Aquarians. So, I mean, it literally could be the birth of a child here. So if if you've been wanting to get pregnant, if that's what you've been asking, is why hasn't it happened yet? I would be, thinking that this could be it, my darling Aquarians. This could be the week that you hear that you're pregnant. So keep that in mind. If you've been asking why hasn't something worked out, it could happen this week. You literally could get an idea that is the catalyst for you to move in a different direction, my darling Aquarians, and that is why something hasn't worked out before, because it hasn't been the right time. But now it could be, my darling Aquarians. So, just take that how it resonates. But the Empress card is all about abundance and the birth of something new. And it's about effortless abundance, my darling Aquarians. She just needs to wave her scepter and all this wheat here grows. It is abundance. It is just, that's all I can say about the Empress card, is that it is just about, effortless abundance, my darling Aquarians. And I am getting the birth of something new off this. So, like I said, if this is to do with a child, I feel this could be the week that you hear about that, or the birth of a new idea. Something's changing. This is all about change, I feel, my darling Aquarians. If I can say one thing about this reading, is change is coming, and it's change for the better, my darling Aquarians. Because then you have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is all about moving on to calmer shores. It is about leaving behind what no longer serves you, taking the lessons and the love and moving on, my darling Aquarians. You can see here she's just got this little bag. She's got her 6 swords here, which represent the lessons and the love, and the clothes on her back, and she is off. She is leaving behind what no longer serves her, and she's only taking this little bag with her, my darling Aquarians. She is not taking a heap of baggage with her. This is it. That's all. Take the lessons and the love, move on. I'm also drawn, she's looking up at her North Star here. She is following her dream. She's leaving behind what no longer serves her. Why? Because it's time, my darling Aquarians. That's what I feel. That question of why, I feel, is because it's time. Why hasn't things worked out until now? Because it hasn't been the right time. That's what I feel. And what I feel is that you have amazing change and transformation coming to you. You will leave behind what no longer serves you, and abundance is waiting. And possibly the birth of something new, or someone new, my darling Aquarians. Love this reading for you. I just think, yeah, it is a beautiful reading, my darling Aquarians. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Let me know in the comments if, you've been waiting on trying to get pregnant, or, something that you've been trying hasn't been working out. And I just feel Tell me if you feel like you've been going through some kind of, change or transformation, because you are, my darling Aquarians. Yeah, the situation will improve. You can't make this up. I've basically been saying it the whole reading. No need to worry, they say. I said, can't make this up. Romance. Hey, like I said, you're wanting to get pregnant. You need a bit of romance to get pregnant, don't you? Yeah. So, this could quite literally be, happening there for you, my darling. Within the next few months, they say, there's something better. Yes, there is, my darling Aquarians. I so see that happening for you. Beautiful energies are on their way. Don't ask why. Hasn't been the right time. Now is the right time, my darling Aquarians. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.